traveling during the week. Matching outfits for the Taylor family. That's a different look for Tug Taylor, definitely. As father and son team up for the first time here in the Global Wrestling Federation. As far as I know, this is the first time they've ever teamed up as they get ready to go against Butch and Buster Blackheart, the Dogs of War. There's the bell. Fans are still somewhat buzzing, wondering about this Dark Patriot. I'd rather not talk about it. Let's just talk about what's going on in the ring. As you see Chaz with a cross body block, down for a count of 2. Buster Blackheart. Chaz, one of the top, if not the top contender for the light heavyweight championship, as he works on the arm of Buster Blackheart. But right now he's thinking more about tag team action with his crowd papa. The tag into Tug. Whip into the rope, Tug Taylor, clothesline. When Tug Taylor puts that clothesline on you, that's definitely a hurting. The tag into Chaz coming off. Still wearing that knee brace. Now, you saw at the top of the program where the Lightning Kid and the Dirty Davis brothers had attacked that knee once again. Didn't injure him enough to put him out of action, but he still has to wear that knee brace to make sure everything's okay. The Dogs of War with a tag into Butch Blackheart. The elbow sends Chaz down. And Butch with a body slam. Still to come on today's program, we will see Gary Young against Eddie Gilbert. And Wild Bill Irwin to take on the Body Snatcher. And I will do my best to try to find out exactly who or what this Dark Patriot is.
Come on, Chaz, get over it, man.
Thumb to the throat as Chaz being double teamed by the Dogs of War. Really not exactly double teamed, but they're making sure he doesn't get back to his father for a tag. Tug's not going to take too much more of this. Tug sent out. As inside the ring, there's the tag to Butch Blackheart. Up to the middle rope. And down he comes. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned. More when we return.
He was here tonight. I was going to come out and challenge the guy. I'll walk out here. And who is this guy? Who is the guy that we saw earlier?
Eddie, I'm at a loss for words.
Well, I don't want anybody getting in my way of a North American heavyweight title match, and this guy just shows up. What does he call himself?
It calls himself the Dark Patriot. That's what I've been told, and he comes out to the Patriots music, and it's just one big mess. That's all I can say. One big mess.
You don't know this guy.
I have no idea who he is.
Get out! You want tag? Get out!
Well, I tried talking to the guy when he came back to the dressing room, and he actually had the audacity to shove me out of the way. John Tatum went up to him, asked him who he was, and told him to shut up. And nobody comes to the Global Wrestling Federation and also starts challenging people without asking me first.
Well, I'd have to agree with you, but I wish I could shed some light on the situation.
Dark Patriot.
Get out! Get out!
It's got you a little upset, doesn't it?
We got a family affair in the ring here, don't you, Craig? Blackhearts, Taylors.
We sure do, but I think, not to take away from what's going on in the ring, but I'm really surprised that, anybody that would, quote, hate the Patriot or dislike the Patriot, I think you'd like him quite a bit, but this has got you shook up.
I like the guy. I was going to congratulate him for being here, actually, to be very honest with you, and the guy shoved me out of the way. The guy put his hand on my chest and shoved me out of the way.
Well, in the ring, working on Chaz.
I mean, we're like a group, you know what I mean? I mean, Akbar's got his guys. Sooner or later, someday, Craig Johnson, Hot Stuff will once again have the first family of professional wrestling. And all of a sudden, we think we'll click, you know? All of us buddies. I mean, we have one thing in mind, that's controlling Global Wrestling Federation, the Lightning Kid, so forth. And all of a sudden, the Dark Patriot, as he calls himself, shows up, and he shoves me out of the way.
Hey, look at the ring. Pardon me for interrupting, but Chaz with a double clothesline, trying to get the tag, and he gets the tag to Big Tongue. Watch out.
The Wild Man, the Wild Man.
One for Butch, one for Buster, another one for Buster.
That's the Dick the Bruiser of the Global Wrestling Federation. God rest his soul.
Oh, my. Oh, power slam.
That went his supper.
There's the tag to Chaz. Chaz going up. Chastizer caught him with a clothesline on the back of the head. Down went Blackheart. And a count of 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this match, Hunt Taylor and Chaz.